Selfish desires. Mr. Adams smiled at David and said, "The first instruction is not to tell a soul what I'm about to say to you, not even my son. I expect you to be trustworthy, loyal, and greedy, and I believe you are the right person for this position." "Yes, I am interested," David said. Mr. Adams continued by saying, "I run a successful water company. The company is involved in philanthropy, but there is a catch. Our charity work is a cover-up for our fraudulent activities. The company receives money for philanthropical reasons. Those involved in the fraudulent activity contribute large sums of money so that the tax authorities will strike that payment as non-taxable. The company creates the appearance of sending funds to the less privileged, but we hold a massive portion of the money and send it back to the donors secretly. Of course, we also get our cuts. With your knowledge of computer skills, we believe you can use this skill to make more money for us. Tomorrow you will inform Sam that I have offered you a job position and will stay with us for only 6 months. After 6 months, you will have enough money to get your own apartment. If you stay for long, someone might be suspicious of how much money you earn, and I am not ready to explain anything to my son. Do not forget that we hold influential positions in this country. If you inform anyone about our activities, consider yourself and your family dead." Mr. Adams looked very serious as he spoke to David, and David was a little terrified. They took a few groceries from the shop and went back home in silence. David was happy but frightened as to what the work entailed. The following day he got up early and prepared for his first day at work. Mr. Adams was already downstairs and was having breakfast with his son, Sam. Sam was happy to see David and congratulated him on his new job. Sam also got a job at his father's friend's company. David and Mr. Adams had breakfast in silence. Mr. Adams kissed his wife goodbye and left for work with David. Mr. Adams introduced David to the employees and showed him his office. When it was time to close work, all the employees left and Mr. Adams entered David's office to speak with him. Mr. Adams decided to speak to David after close of work because not everyone in the company was involved in the fraudulent activity. He explained to David what he was supposed to do, how to handle information, process and receive funds from these rich men. David was savvy and he understood his work almost immediately. David had enough money to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. After 6 months of working with Mr. Adams, David lived alone. One Saturday morning, he went to the supermarket to buy some groceries. He saw an attractive lady who was also shopping for some groceries. David was enchanted by her beauty and approached her. They exchanged contact details and began dating after several weeks. The lady was called Portia. She moved in with David after a month of dating. Portia worked as a secret agent for the government and she was hired to make investigations about the water company David was working at for fraudulent activities. David fell deeply in love with Portia and he trusted her. While David went to work, Portia stayed home and searched for more information about the company. The company was under investigation for tax evasion, but there was not enough evidence against the company. Portia did not find any incriminating documents because David shredded the documents at his office. David had a computer at home that he occasionally used for work. He placed a password on the computer so Portia could not have access to it. One day, David was running late for work and forgot to log out of his computer. Portia saw this and hastily downloaded all the confidential and fraudulent documents from the computer. Portia packed all her belongings and left their home. When David got to the office, his computer alerted him of the command Portia issued. He rushed back home, but it was too late. Portia had already left. He alerted Mr. Adams of what had happened. Mr. Adams was furious. He had no option but to alert the other colleagues of the incident. When David was about to leave his apartment, the law enforcement came to his house and arrested him. They discovered evidence of David's involvement in the fraudulent activity. They seized all of David's assets. David, Mr. Adams, and all those involved in the fraudulent activities were arrested and sentenced to 7 years in prison. In this life, making decisions without considering the consequences can be detrimental. What do you think about this story? And don't forget, people who are amazing help others to be amazing. Thank you.